time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, what's up? Hello, happy Tuesday.
Kevin?
What's going on, bird?
How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, it's good to hear. Good to hear. Virginia's not with us today. She's hanging with the family.
She's okay.
She's okay. She's all good. She's just enjoying a little vacation time.
So she's in Kentucky right now?
I don't think so. I think she's staying in Nashville,
Okay.
Tennessee, and she's driving an hour to see her family in Kentucky because, in her words, there's nothing to do in Kentucky.
Have you ever been to Kentucky?
Yes, I have.
Do you like it?
It's nice. It's
I
beautiful.
liked it. I thought it was nice.
It's beautiful. I've been through Lexington a good bit. I've been to Louisville. They're wonderful towns. Outside of the cities in Lexington, for the most part, there's not a lot to do there. So I kind of get what she's saying.
We went to a really weird buffet in Kentucky when I was a kid.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah, on our way to Pennsylvania. It was a really odd
The
place.
state's known very well for weird buffets.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they do there very well. So, yeah, it's a beautiful state, though. It's a bluegrass state, they call it. I don't know why. I don't know what bluegrass looks like.
Yeah, I was looking at the map yesterday, just all over the country. There's so many places I've never, not only places, but regions I have not been to.
Okay.
The Montana area.
Yeah.
What is all that about?
It's flat, but it's beautiful. They got the Glacier National Park there. It's gorgeous. So they've got flat in many places, but then they've got the mountains in the parks.
I mean, same thing with Utah. What the heck's going on over there?
You got Salt Lake City. And from what I understand, it's not really a great place to go party. It's beautiful for raising a family if you like that and you love sobriety. But other than that, probably not your place.
It's just crazy. There's parts of just even our country. You know, there's so many different regions.
So I got to get out there and see the world.
I know.
Yeah. There's a lot of beautiful places
I know.
to go out there and do it. And that's what a lot of people are doing. It's vacation time for many people. So Virginia included, doing her own little thing. We're kind of here holding down the fort, doing what we can. She'll be back probably on Thursday, I think is what her ETA is. So she's going to be out until then, so you can see us still. Everything else is going on. We're just down one Virginia, and we're trying to make our way through the dirt.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, big chit chat still is Britney Spears. I can't believe this is a story every single day, yet it is. The whole conservatorship. Latest thing going on, she's got these new ballsy lawyers that they don't play. And they've already filed legal documents to officially and finally remove her dad as her conservator. So if this goes through, maybe we'll finally punt him to the curb and Britney can move on with her life and we can move on with other dirt stories.
Did she get naked on Instagram yesterday? I kept seeing stories about her getting naked.
Well, I think she's done a few tastefully done topless photos. I don't think you can put flat out plain boobs on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tastefully done then, you're telling me?
I believe so. Now, the reason why I know about this is because there was a shot that was posted of her brother-in-law gawking one of Britney Spears' posts. This is the guy who's married to Jamie Lynn, her sister. And in the post, you can see, and it's not intended to show this, but it's one of Britney's posts that say kindness. Do you know what really turns me on? What I find incredibly sexy? Kindness is what it says. But members of the Free Britney Army noticed that the post with the thoughtful sentiment appeared on Britney's Instagram page in between two sexy topless images of Britney.
Boy,
So from what I know, though, I don't think you can post flat-out nudity
okay.
on the site. So I think that's kind of what it's all about. The topless photos is she kind of shows a lot of her boobs, but there's kind of sparkly that are on her nipples.
Okay.
So if you look at that, that is one of the topless photos. If you're watching KVJ TV on YouTube right now, you can see that.
I'm going to recreate that later.
Oh, you should. Oh, you should. And so here is the other one. where she's still kind of cupping and holding her boob. She's wearing Daisy Duke jean shorts. She is topless, and she is showing everything but the nipple. And then the post that is in between is this one. It was a page talking about the quote I just told you about with kindness. So that was what he was pulled up on his website as his wife, Jamie Lynn, posted a photo there going, is that kind of odd that you're looking at two topless photos of your sister-in-law? So, and Jamie Lynn is kind of in the fight because of her supposedly using a condo that they had together, and she had already defended herself, saying, I don't even use that condo. It's, because I guess she'd referred to it as ours. So, who all do you hate in this Britney thing?
I'll have a dog in this
That's the
fight,
question. Well, the guy that they want to put in charge of her affairs is named Justin Rubin. He's a personal accountant. He would be able to manage all of her business deals, make investments for her, and hopefully get her career back on track, which they're saying that might be happening. You might be happy to know that your boy John Mayer's got the #2 album on the Billboard charts.
Okay.
Sob Rock.
I was listening to his album on the way here to work.
Okay, there you go.
It's a good album.
Yeah, it is. It's got a solid 2-3 at least songs on it, which is good for a pop album.
I would go with 5 solid.
Okay. All right. What are your top recommendations? We know New Light.
I love that song.
Yeah.
There's a song called Carry Me Away that's really good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then there's the one I was jamming out to, which is really peaceful.
Okay.
It's called Why You Not Love Me, or hold on, it's right here. Why You No Love Me.
It sounds like the grammar's off on that one.
It does sound like the grammar's off. I thought the same thing, but it's called Why You No Love Me. It's a jam.
Okay, Why You No Love Me.
Why You No Love Me. It sounds very soft rock.
Yeah, John Mayer had to say that he was very thankful to his fans, and it was nice to remain relevant in the music world, calling it a new beginning. So
Awesome.
Maybe he's going to be going back to some of his pop roots. I guess we'll just have to see. And that is your Dirt of the Day.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about today, Jay-Bird?
Kevin, I am thinking about cats.
Cats. Okay.
Yeah, so my buddy comes over with his kid yesterday, which is lovely. I love having company over. But they brought over their brand new cat with them.
Okay.
And I didn't know this cat was coming over. But
So they came over to your house with a cat?
yeah, the little girl has a new cat, and she loves it. She doesn't go anywhere without the cat. So she has this cat in her hands, and then the cat's all over the house. Well, long story short, I feel like I'm having a horrific cat allergy to it, and I have done everything to combat it. I've taken 3 showers. I've done Claritin. I even took a Benadryl last night.
Uh-oh.
I still feel itchy. I feel like there's a warm heat just at the tip of my skin on my back, almost like a rash is about to happen, but there's nothing there.
Uh-huh.
And my eyes and they're on fire. My throat feels like it's suffocating me, Denny's. So to the medical community, what does one do when
everything has failed?
Yes, I mean it's not bad enough to go to a doctor.
Okay. But you just do you have documented cat allergies?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. But that's not the end of the story. The end of the story is I find out this isn't a cat that they got at some shelter or something. They found this cat outside, and they've been taking care of it for the last 2 weeks, and it's got none of its. They don't know if it's got shots. That's what they're riding with.
I mean, I think I know why you're itchy.
But they're not itchy. Because I asked them, because I text them later. I go, is anybody in your family breaking out in hives from this cat? And that's when I found out it wasn't really a cat that had the shots and all that. They don't know if it's got its shots.
No, yeah. I just worry about. I know cats, even if they're outside for not even that long, they can get fleas
Mange,
pretty
kinds of
easily. Yeah,
worms.
They can get all that stuff. I don't know if the other stuff will make you that itchy, but like the fleas and stuff, those little flea bites, man, you might be allergic to flea bites.
But the little girl was holding the cat. I mean, she's basically hugging it almost the entire time. You would think,
Yeah.
she would have,
yeah.
she'd have some kind of a cat scratch fever situation.
Well, it's probably then something to do with your allergies.
Yeah.
To them.
Taken down by a cat, man. My eyes. I almost kind of want you to punch them.
So if I don't take any allergy pills and I hold a cat or rub it on my face, I'm out of commission for 2 days. I won't even be able to recover the next day from it. I will be covered in red bumps and my throat will close up. It's terrible.
I know it's from the cat because I've had this before from a cat. It's the same exact thing I get from cats, but it's at a 50 level right now.
Well, some cats too, even just on the 2 we have, one has really, really fine fur and the other one has coarse, thicker fur. The thinner fur, I can't even handle. It gets into crevices.
Yeah, between us, this cat didn't look right either, man. It just did not look right.
I find it kind of odd that somebody would come over to your house bringing animals with them.
Oh, I'm not. People do it all the time.
Really?
I had a dog over there earlier. Someone brought their dog over earlier.
Okay.
And my cats were there for 3 days.
I try to be a welcoming person with creatures.
Yeah, well,
I don't
mean,
care.
but especially, here's the whole thing. Like, if you're bringing a cat into somebody's house that has cat allergies, to me, it's kind of presumptive to go strolling into somebody's house with an animal, not knowing what their situation is with animals.
A heads up would have been appreciated.
That just to me is a little brazen. Like, I couldn't imagine having the balls to walk into somebody's house with a freaking cat.
Karen, there's a lot of ballsy people out there, man.
I was gonna say,
There
man,
is.
they all seem to be traipsing into your house.
Yeah.
I find way more people have cat allergies than dog allergies. I mean, even me, there's probably a 60% of dogs don't give me allergies. There's a weird percentage of dogs that'll really get me, but it's mainly cats.
Dogs never give me allergies. I never get an allergy from the dog. It's always a cat. And look, this is not an attack on the cats. The cats are cute.
Well, I
and
mean,
all.
you just have an allergy. It's really kind of more attack on people that just presumptively bring animals into people's houses without getting permission or kind of asking them, do they have allergies to the animal I'm bringing in?
I think it's because this little girl wanted the cat. I get it. It all
get it.
happened quick.
Yeah.
They weren't
It's all
trying to.
cute.
They weren't trying to be jerky people.
I know.
They weren't.
But, just maybe something to think through. I know you got an adorable kid who's holding an adorable cat, and you think that, the world wants to see it, but you just got to remember that you can cause discomfort to somebody.
I think people know I love animals, so they,
Okay.
Look, I got a ponytail. Clearly, I love animals.
Okay.
People who have ponytails.
It just seems natural.
They do. They love animals.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Denny's, what you got on your mind today?
So I know a lot of people do this. I've never been a person to able to do it, but I can't eat breakfast ever. Waking up and eating really just doesn't feel right to me. I'm usually a person that I can make it till about 3 p.m. before I eat.
Okay.
And then usually I'll eat again around like maybe 6:30.
Okay.
And it's just how I've always been. But the last few days I've been trying to adjust myself just because I've been reading about the benefits of kickstarting your metabolism early, getting food in you early, and especially because we get up early. Mm-hmm. I just wonder if there's any tips on how to eat in the morning without being nauseous and feel horrific. Every time I eat anything, no matter how small, I'll have some of those Belvita crystal crackers or whatever.
Yeah.
Or, just something I think would be kind of mild.
Have you tried just liquid?
I have. So liquid's usually how I roll. I can
Okay.
usually roll liquids all the way till past afternoon.
Right.
Kind of like what you do. As long as I stay full on liquids, I'm good for a while. But I really want to try to. What happens is when I get to about 3 p.m., I'll eat something and it's all in my stomach. Nothing hasn't been in my stomach all day, so my body goes into digestion mode, and I'll get kind of like I don't know what you call it, like brain fog from it. It's my body's digesting.
Well, it makes sense because what happens is as soon as you eat, the blood flow rushes to around your stomach because it's trying to assist in digestion. And, your body, it takes a lot of effort for it to digest food. Mm-hmm. That's why you got to kind of watch how much food you take in. And as you get older, you don't need as many calories. So eating less food is going to help you out. You'd be surprised how little calories you can actually go on.
Yeah.
And you don't need all that. And it's just easier on your body because it's got to go to work and take care of stuff. And so it removes the processes from other organs in your body while it's digesting.
So I'm trying to break it up to about 4 smaller meals throughout the entire day. That way I don't feel like my energy levels are ever affected.
Yeah, maybe just a handful of stuff here and there. Find something you can easily digest and start small for you. That might be the right thing to do.
I like it.
You need a handful of nuts.
Yeah, so nuts is pretty much how I've been going. Raw almonds.
It's a great way to go.
But even then, still, I don't know. Maybe it's like when Bird first started trying to drink more water. You know how difficult it is to drink that much water?
I was doing so good, and the last couple days, I've really crapped the bed.
But it takes such a conscious effort in order to keep doing that type of stuff. So I'm fighting the good fight. But yeah, I find it struggling to eat early, especially at 4 something in the morning. It's very tough to try to eat something.
I get it, man. I don't eat early in the morning either, and I struggle with that water. Even when I'm on doing it right, it's a struggle to get it down.
Are you drinking straight water?
Yeah, I try that.
Okay.
I mean, I also do that other stuff. I put that gross, fake ass Kool-Aid people tell me, oh, it's good, Bird, put it in your water. It ain't that good, okay? It's not that good. But I try to drink that, too.
Yeah, keep in mind, there's a lot of beverages that it's predominantly all water. And, for the most part, you get credit for that.
Yeah, you do.
You do. So you don't necessarily have to drink straight water. I do one big old thing of water every day, and that's all I can choke down.
If you drank 3 big old Gatorades, I get that it's not good for you with the weight and all that, but technically you are getting some water in that.
Oh,
You're getting some water. You just always want to look at what is in your water that is riding shotgun. Is it added sodium?
Yeah.
Is it added sugar? Things like that.
Those
so
are the big ones.
You want to try to reduce those 2 things, and if you can reduce those 2 things, you're pretty good.
Yeah, I deliberately picked Gatorade because I knew it was bad. But remember when
Bad for both, yes.
Do you remember when Gatorade, they used to peddle Gatorade around like it was healthy for you?
Well, you used to always see it with athletes. So if anybody even broke a little bit of a sweat, they think they needed to gunk down a bunch of Gatorade.
Yeah.
And they've done studies on Gatorade now, and unless you are doing a triathlon for the most part, you really don't need Gatorade. It's unnecessary for the average person.
Well, it tastes way too good for it to be good for you. I mean, Gatorade's delicious.
Yeah, it is. It's just not very nutritious.
No, cool. That's why it's delicious.
That's why it's so dang yummy. I took my kid to the orthodontist yesterday, and I was filling out the paperwork that they had there, and I didn't even realize this was really a thing, a mouth breather. I've kind of heard it as like a little slang for little kids or something like that, these little mouth breathers or whatever, and I thought that that's pretty much just all a mouth breather was. But after looking at that, I guess mouth breathing is a thing. I guess you're just a person that breathes through their mouth. So who here is a mouth breather? And how do you necessarily identify what a mouth breather is? Because I thought for the most part, we all kind of breathed a little bit through our mouths.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of silly, but they specifically asked at least once or twice on that questionnaire if your kid was a mouth breather. And I'm like, is this a joke? But I don't think it was a joke.
When I got my tonsils taken out, I had really bad tonsils when I was in my early 20s, and it forced me to breathe a lot through my mouth. People who have throat issues can be mouth breathers.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what they're asking, because they did ask it twice. They're like, is your kid a mouth breather? I was like, that's funny. Yeah, of course he's a mouth breather. But then they're saying when they sleep. So when you sleep, do you kick your mouth wide open and breathe through it, or are you a lot of times just breathing through your nose? Do you know if you're a mouth breather or not? Can you identify?
I feel like I have to be 50-50.
I think I'm 50-50, yeah.
Yeah,
some days, man, the allergies are so rough, I have to do the mouth breathing.
Okay. I don't feel like I'm a mouth breather.
If I was to go to sleep right now because of the cat allergies, I'd be a mouth breather.
Yeah.
My wife is a mouth breather. I notice when she falls asleep, her mouth is like wide open. You can just almost hear it. It's almost kind of like a Tyson vacuum just kind of going off the entire time that she's breathing. So she is. I had no idea. It's actually a technical term.
I always thought it was like an insult.
No, it's not necessarily an insult. It's just a description, I guess. People are throwing in suggestions. You're talking about how you struggle to drink water, Jay Bird.
Yes.
They were saying there's a couple things that you can try. In fact, I will vouch for this because my wife and I get it a lot, and I like it. It's Bai. Have you ever tried that? B-A-I. Justin Timberlake is in on that. Have you ever had a Bai?
I have.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah,
You don't really like it?
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, if you don't like Bai, I ain't got that for you. Not feeling this.
It's okay. It's not bad.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Okay. Yeah, that would be one suggestion. There's a couple of drinks that are out there that are kind of like a seltzer almost. It's got a little bit of flavor to it. It's a lot better than water, I think.
You ever hear of a New York seltzer? Do they still make that? That was a delicious drink I had a long time ago.
New York seltzer.
New York seltzer. Raspberry New York seltzer. It was delicious.
Okay.
I would do anything for a New York seltzer.
I've never heard of that one.
Has anybody heard of that?
Yeah, so my question, what are the best no-sugar beverages? Things that are actually good, that are not bad.
Do you like Crystal Light?
Yeah, it's okay.
The pink lemonade of Crystal Light's okay, but it gives you hot neck. It gives you that, it chokes your neck out. It makes it
I haven't had
feel
it in a
raw.
long time. I haven't had it in a long time. And see, the real trick of this, because I'm kind of like you, I don't like drinking the water. but I want to have something that's got no sugar in it, but I also don't really necessarily want something that's got crazy chemicals. So a couple of things that I've been drinking. Have you ever had a Celsius?
Yes.
I've been drinking those lately. And I kind of like that. It's a zero sugar drink. They got a whole bunch of different flavors on that.
I've been drinking the Fresca.
Okay.
That's 0 calories.
Okay, has it got sugar in it?
I don't know if it does. I don't think it does.
Okay.
I think Fresca is somewhat not bad for you, right? It's probably not great for you.
Yeah, I don't know, because I was also looking on this no sugar beverages, the Izzy, IZZE, and I used to drink this. I get that all the time at Chipotle, but I thought those had sugar in it. But they list that as some of the best no sugar beverages. Another one that I also drink, it's a soda, it's Zevia, and that's normally what I try to drink is stuff that has the stevia in it, and I know you can get those at various places. Whole Foods, for instance, has it. I drink their ginger ale all the time, but they've got orange and cola and all kinds of different flavors. So if you're looking for something that is, not necessarily bad for you, it's a beverage that's better than water. I have suggestions.
I appreciate the suggestions, and no, there's no sugar in Fresca.
Okay, that's
All right.
good.
Yeah.
There you go. You're on the right path then. Somebody said Pellegrino can comes in different flavors. That is a good suggestion. Someone else said Nestle Splash lemon or mixed berry water is good. Do you like the vitamin water? Have you tried that one?
Yeah, I do like the vitamin water.
Okay.
I didn't say Fresca was great for you. People are saying Fresca is not good for you. It's not good for you. I get it. I guess it's a soda, but there is no sugars in it and no calories.
Yeah, that for me a lot of times is good enough. I mean, what else is the problem here?
Chris is saying they use chemical sugars, but I just looked it up and they said there's no sugar in Fresca.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I look at what kind of sweetener they then use. That's why I try to stick with the stuff that is more the stevia type stuff. Somebody said coconut water, but I know you hate that, right?
Coconut.
Yeah. Oh, and this is one too. Ice is very good. You ever had that? It's called ICE. It's capital ICE. Comes in a big, long plastic bottle. Publix will even have those, usually about $1 a bottle, and they got flavors on there.
I don't know if I have had ice.
Try the ice. That was another one of my great go-tos when I want a beverage. So there you go. A couple of suggestions. Bubbly. Somebody said sparkling water.
Ugh.
I've had those. Those are just okay.
Those are terrible.
Yeah. If
I want to feel unsatisfied and frustrated, I'll drink a bubbly.
Right. Those seems to be the best options, though.
Okay, well, thank you to the people.
Okay. We got some random questions here. One, what is essential to have in your fridge at all times?
Cheese.
You always have to have cheese.
Cheese and condiments you have to have.
Okay.
Definitely always have to have that.
That is your go-to?
Yes.
Yeah, for me, it is a beverage. I have a couple things that are always in there. I always got my squeezed juice, and then I typically always have like the Zevia ginger ale. Got to have something to mix with my vodka, right?
Yeah, I mean, a flavored drink of sorts needs to be in there. Yeah.
And that's really about all I have. Denny's, do you have something you always have to have in your fridge?
Yeah, it's always I do those flavor enhancers, so I always have water in my fridge, but I add my own. But yeah, I mean, I'd say that's pretty much the only thing I have to have is water.
Okay, all right. Is there a snack you invented as a kid that you absolutely swear by?
The champia. I invented a sandwich called the champia.
Okay.
And it was two white pieces of bread.
Okay.
And you take the Dorito dust and you rub it on top of the bread. So you can
Okay.
really see it pop on that bread.
Right.
Then you take Italian dressing and then you smother the bread with it. And then you throw chips in the middle of it. And boom, you have a champia. And I loved it.
Okay. That sounds good. What about you, Denny's?
I used to take ramen noodles and I'd boil them, and then I put them in a bowl and strain all the liquid out, and then I'd put them on a fajita, and then I would eat them as a ramen burrito.
Oh, that's
Just
solid.
sprinkle the
Yeah.
powder onto it
That's solid.
at the end, yeah.
I've always made different little makeshifts. I used to take crackers, a little bit of marinara sauce, some cheese, and put a slice of pepperoni on there.
Yeah. Was that a Fat Kevin creation?
Yeah.
Okay,
Kind
nice.
of like a little pizza. I think it was maybe a Triscuit or something like that. Then I
Oh,
did
yeah.
it sturdy, put that in the microwave, got a little mini pizza going on. There's one thing that people are trying, the Oreos with salsa, which I know sometimes kids put weird things together, but there are people that are all over social media right now trying to sell the world that it's actually good.
They're liars.
Yeah.
I think they are.
They are liars.
Yeah, they had somebody from Delish.com try it, and they said, no, they're not good.
Yeah.
Well, just sell us an Oreo, Denny's. Come on.
I mean, it doesn't even pair.
Oreo with salsa. The writer of Delish described it as tasting musty and said, yeah, definitely just dunk it in milk. They say people who love it say they buy a pack of Oreos, remove the middle row, and then fill it to the top with salsa for easy dipping. How disgusting is that?
That's gnarly.
And I love salsa. There's no way that's any good.
I didn't used to love Oreos, but I feel like they changed something and they made a turn for the better. Oreos got some good stuff, especially I like getting the double stuffed.
Okay. If you could fill a pool with anything other than water and money, what would you pick and why? Ooh, what would you put in there?
Boy. See, if you put food in there, you technically, the knock on that's going to be you're wasting food because it's so much.
Yeah, but I mean, in this case, it's probably,
I mean, this is already such a out there concept anyway.
Yeah, it's like Bezos going to space.
I would love to swim in hot chocolate sauce.
Hot chocolate sauce. Wouldn't you burn your body?
Well, I mean, warm chocolate sauce. I don't want it to be cold. I want it to be warm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think marshmallow fluff would be kind of interesting.
That'd be sticky, though.
Just see what that'd be like maneuvering around that.
The pubes are going to suffer.
Yeah. Well, you might want to do a body shave before you get in there then. And are you jumping in naked?
Yeah. Well,
Clearly you are.
Yeah, of course.
Clearly you are. What about you, Denny's? Anything you could think of that you want to fill a pool with other than water and money?
It'd be kind of cool to put a bunch of weed in there, right?
Okay.
Swim right through it.
Just swim right through it.
Just lay on your back.
That's so much weed.
Oh, it'd be so much.
What do you love now that you had no interest in, say, maybe 5 years ago?
Poker.
Okay.
Sweet Denny's got me into poker, and I got bit, and I am hooked. I love it.
Okay.
I see how people have gambling issues.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
I get it.
Okay. What about you, Denny's?
I've taken an interest in Florida's water table lately. I actually notice when the water levels are lower than higher, and I think it's only just because, I have a house and I'm cognizant.
That's so weird.
to
I
it.
keep looking at that too, and I'm wondering because we've had a good bit of rain. It seems like the water in the 2 lakes by my house is still low.
It's lower than I've ever seen, and we had 4 days of rain in a row.
I couldn't. Yeah, I'm the same way. I've been mystified by that as well.
I'm just like, we sure could use the rain. I look out the window a lot now. It's kind of like what I say to myself.
Yeah, that's because you have a house.
Yeah.
You say a lot of house owner things.
That I never ever even considered in my youth.
Look at my roof. I got another 3 years on it. Oh.
Yeah, I say stuff like that now.
My relatively new interest, vodka. Higher end vodka. Learn a little bit about it.
There's a
Enjoying
big
it.
difference between. I read an article, man. It's got to be 8 years ago now, but it was before all these designer vodkas started coming out.
Yeah.
And there was only a few really good vodkas, and they said the biggest differentiator between them, obviously besides ingredients, is the way that they're filtered, the way how many times they distill them.
Yeah,
is
right.
ultimately
like 7
what,
times or something like that. Yeah.
The more you do it, the better, and the smoother
Right.
and the less your hangover is. Is really you're paying more for less of a hangover.
That's exactly it. It's kind of crazy. I've probably had a night or two where I've had maybe a little too much vodka, and I wake up the next day, no hangover.
Yeah, the better the vodka, you don't tend to get them.
I thought it was very odd.
Something I didn't really. My mom used to always make pound cake growing up, and I was never really into pound cake. And just in the last year or two, I've really delved deep into pound cake.
Pound cake, okay.
And I'm glad I have. I really love it. Yeah.
Okay.
I used to see angel food cake in my youth. I never even see that stuff anymore.
It's a very old timey.
That's an old timey dish.
It's delicious, though.
Oh, I mean, geez.
spongy.
Oh, I love it.
Amazing.
A moist sponge.
Oh, it's good.
Come on.
So good. All right, what's something you know nothing about but want to learn? Something you know nothing about but you want to learn. Is there anything that fascinates you that you'd like to delve deeper on?
Sure, there is. There's a lot of stuff in history that I don't know about. I'm talking about the ancient structures. I was really getting upset. I saw a documentary on lost cities, and I'd never heard of so many of them. There's so many cool stories about it, but there's just so much literature and so much information to learn. But it's very, very eye-opening, and it makes you think, we may not know all the answers like we thought we did.
Okay.
Well, there was a a lot of unique civilizations that didn't document their past, so
Yes.
it's gone, and then people just stumble upon these weird leftover remnants of societies and have no idea how to piece together their history.
Yeah, we found a bunch of stuff recently about the Amazon that did not line up with what we thought was going on out there.
Yeah.
And it's pretty crazy.
Okay.
The
mysteries of the world.
The mysteries of the world, but the lost cities. I really like that.
Yeah,
You've got kind of like an Indiana Jones hat on. Like if you ever
You're a
look like
treasure hunter.
Yeah, if you ever look like an explorer, archaeologist, you are dressed like it today,
I'd
man.
love to go out and explore, but I'd be dead in a week.
Yeah, okay. Got the look. There's a lot of great technology out there, but there's also a lot of stuff that really seems like it's kind of unnecessary. A lot of the things in this category really has the word smart in front of it, but you got to question yourself, is it really? Like, do we really need it? I'm kind of looking at all these things that are kind of connected together, like a smart fridge. Do we need a smart fridge? How valuable is that?
Well,
No.
what's the upside?
Well, the upside is it'll apparently tell you when you're out of some ingredients. It can add things to your shopping list. It can even like go and maybe order your groceries for you if you do delivery. So all that seems really good, but is it necessary?
It's not necessary. No.
It doesn't feel like it's necessary.
I think you can change the temperature on your phone too. It's like, why?
Yeah, I was kind of looking at all the different smart things that you have, like a smart toaster.
Yeah.
Do we really need a smart toaster? Does your toaster need to be smart, or does it just need to make your toast at the right level that you want it?
See, that one I see as being pointless.
It's
right?
dumb.
A lot of these products now will analyze what you eat, try to give you ingredients, add everything together. If you have like on your phone, what are all the calories I've consumed? So everything around you. But it's like having somebody annoyingly over your shoulder all day long, watching and trying to tell you what you're doing wrong.
We don't have to be that connected. I get
Yeah.
that we want to be connected, but we're a little too involved with everything.
Yeah.
Plus, everything gets hacked. What if somebody turns your toaster on, burns your house down?
Oh, yeah, absolutely could. Yeah, that's the whole thing. We all think it's great. Hey, look, the car can drive itself until somebody hacks it and they drive you into a wall.
Or the car kills somebody, and then how does that court case get handled?
These are quite the scenarios, Denny.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to the extremes, but
Toast murder?
Yeah.
but I mean, technically, if you could hack the toaster, turn it up to full, burn, it could set your house on fire.
Maybe you could. Maybe you could. Smart toilet. Do we need it? You know, there's toilets that actually will weigh you before and after you poo. Do we need that? Do you need your toilet to weigh you? Do you need it to break down what exactly just came out of your body?
It's cool, but we don't need it.
Yeah, I don't know if we need it, but I mean, it does. It evaluates your poop.
But if you're a long pooper, maybe you have a voice in there that
Okay.
keeps you company, talks to you. That's kind of cool.
All right, so you're kind of in. It sounds like you're buying the smart toilet. A
The
little
smart
bit.
toilet, I believe, also connects to your iTunes music library, so you can play jams on it too.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yes,
Poop
yes.
to
The one I've
Push it?
seen. Yeah, push it. It's got just the perfect playlist.
Yeah. Smart hairbrush. Do we need it? A smart hairbrush has a microphone that literally listens to your hair vibrating when it senses split ends, so you know to stop brushing. Do you need your hairbrush to tell you brush this way, brush that way, stop brushing at all?
That's pretty cool, though.
You like smart hairbrush?
But we don't need it. They're all cool.
There's a Bluetooth toothbrush that will track how long and how hard you brush. You think that's a necessary or unnecessary technology?
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
Okay. How about a smart garage door opener? That wherever you are on planet Earth, you can open your garage door. But why would you?
In case you want to let the burglars in.
Yeah, another thing that can get hacked.
There is also the Pura, a smart water fountain for your pet cat that it's probably going to ignore because it's going to freak it out.
That's the dumbest one you have.
Absolutely.
There's also, how about the Kvj, a smart wine bottle that makes sure your wine doesn't get bad due to oxygen. It apparently will seal the bottle so you can get fresh wine when you need it. It's also smart in a sense that it'll let you know what wine you're tasting, and you can even order using the bottle. So when you run out of wine, you just tell your Kvj, be like, more wine, please.
If you're a wine lover, that's badass. That's a cool invention.
Okay, they've got that out there. And how about this? Anti-radiation underwear. It claims to block radiation from cell phones, Wi-Fi signals, microwaves, and more so it doesn't mess with your fertility. Got a feel on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. That's weird.
And if you've got the cash, Lamborghini. They've got the new Huracan Evo that cost about $250,000, but it comes with Amazon's handy digital assistant built in. And by using Alexa, you can control core car mechanisms, your volume, your air conditioning with a simple voice command. But you can also use Alexa to command your robot vacuum to clean up your house and turn on your smart lights before you arrive.
That's pretty cool.
That is kind of cool.
Man, is it necessary? No, but is it cool? Yeah.
That is kind of
Not one of those things is necessary.
Yeah, you're right.
They're all.
Yeah.
The coolest one was the toilet.
You like the toilet the best?
Music and the
Plays music.
That's pretty awesome.
It's got a bidet built in. It tells you your health.
Yeah, Denny's really wants a bidet.
I do. I've been in the market. I want it. So there's multiple ways to do it because I've looked into it. You have to have a plumber come out and put another line in if you want the full bidet. But if you want to go half bidet, they make an attachment that goes on.
I think I've seen that. It's kind of like the broke down the poor man's bidet.
It is. It is. You can keep it in the bedroom, bathroom. No one has to know about it. But yeah, I mean, I've been looking at them. And you know what's funny is Facebook advertises to you these things, right? Constantly. And if you click any of them once, I clicked on the bidet once just to see what the heck it was about.
Yeah.
I get thousands of bidet ads now.
Yeah.
It's the only ad I get anymore is bidet.
Because it knows that you're in the market.
It knows I'm in the market and I haven't bought one. I get every ad on my Facebook, if you scroll, is bidets. I looked at Dice once and it was Dice and bidets. That's all I get.
Really?
How much is a bidet?
They are expensive. A couple $1,000 depending on what you want to go for.
Do the Ralstons have a bidet
No, we
for
do
the
not.
tushes?
No, we have a terrible old broken down toilet that definitely needs replacing.
That sounds like a Pennington toilet.
Yes.
We grew up with the worst toilets on the planet.
We have a terrible toilet. Got to say a big old happy birthday to the host of the Dirt of the Day. You talk about big shoes to fill, Jay Bird. Virginia having her birthday today.
I know, man. The pressure's got to be really getting to you.
Oh, it is. It is. I feel like LeVar Burton over here.
Hey, you're all nervous.
I'm nervous. It's tough. I'm blowing it. Virginia turning 48 today. Happy birthday, Vicious V.
Vicious V.
Also, Alex Rodriguez is turning 46 today. And Maya Rudolph from SNL and Bridesmaids turns 49 today. Also, a couple other birthday shout-outs. We got Barbara wishing Regina the happiest of birthdays from your wife and daughter. And also got an email from Barbie. She's with Maddie's Fight Foundation. She said, happy heavenly birthday to Maddie Lane. She would have been 15 today.
We love Maddie.
Yeah, we followed her saga. Miss and love her so much. Love Dada, Mama, and Max. So happy birthday. If you got a birthday and you'd like to get a shout out on the KVJ show, let us know. 877-979-WRMF. And the easier way to do it is just send us an email. mail@kvjshow.com. Kids, we all did this. Lemonade stands. So much fun. You would go out there and set up a lemonade stand. I remember doing that. Sat there for about 7 hours. Nobody came by. Made nothing. We had a low traffic neighborhood, so I was never good at business. It started when I was young, and it hasn't got any better. So I didn't make any money, but you have a friend whose daughter did that and apparently raked in some serious cash.
Well, they live in a pretty busy area up in near Orlando area, and she racked in. I think they live kind of in a rich neighborhood.
Okay.
So maybe
maybe a Windermere kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe this explains why. But she made over $500 in a day selling lemonade.
Wow.
But then the police stopped her. A neighbor called the police, and then they made her shut it down. And I didn't know that lemonade stands were illegal. Do you need a permit for that?
I think that's asinine. I've heard this before, and it's so unpopular, and it'll make the news, and people will blast it and say, I mean, what are we doing? Are we really at a point where you have to make sure that we get a permit just for a little girl to have a lemonade stand? We all can't acknowledge that this is cute and this is awesome. So what the heck are we doing, man?
Yeah, and I don't know all the details. Maybe they were being sassy out there. I'm not sure, but he had said that they had shut it down, and I asked them. I texted him back and said, "Well, what did the police say?" And he hadn't gotten back to me. So why would they? Would it be because of the permit?
I don't know. That's usually what it is. I don't know this story particularly, but I have heard before when they've done this, and this has happened other places, and it typically made the news because it was so egregious and ridiculous that people are like, what are we doing? Are you serious? Why are we shutting down a lemonade stand for a little girl that's having fun? It'll happen. You know, in fact, we were dealing with it yesterday at my house. There was just some out of control complaints going on with the HOA, and it's usually 1 to 2 awful people on the street that have nothing better to do.
It's usually just 1 or 2.
Yeah, and they ruin the fun for everybody. They're the killjoys, the buzzkills that just bring down an entire neighborhood. And why we listen to them and don't say, you know what, mind your own business. This isn't a big deal.
But if I wanted to open up my own lemonade stand in my front yard, and all of a sudden I started getting a crowd and I start making some money on that, can the police shut me down? Do I need to go and get a permit for that?
Grown men, yes.
Grown men.
Cute little girls and boys, no. Yeah, if you're like under the age of 13, I don't think you should need to have a permit.
So that tells me you do need a permit for a lemonade stand, then probably because you're selling something. Sure. Probably that's why.
Yeah, that's too bad she got it shut down though. But at least
that's
you raked in
$500. $500,
that's
man.
insane. That had to be probably like a Windermere.
It had to, and I think rich people going, oh, I'll give you $50, little girl.
Probably it was maybe like one dude that dropped 300.
Yeah,
and was like, yeah, that's just cute.
$500 for a 10-year-old or a 9-year-old.
That's a lot of money.
That's so much money.
That's a summer's worth of fun right there.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
Back in 1985, know what that could do for a kid?
Oh my gosh, it's life-changing. Life-changing. I noticed you seem like you were here without having to take an Uber, and I see keys in front of you. You finally found them, because if you were listening to the beginning of the show yesterday, you got here a little bit late. You had to call yourself an Uber, and that was a problem because you had lost your keys somewhere over the weekend.
These are keys, but are they the ones that I lost? That's the question.
Okay, let me see what those keys look like. You got your... looks like, yeah, because it's got your key fob for work and things like that on it. So I would say that is it. You wouldn't have gotten a key fob that fast.
I did find them.
Yeah, okay. I figured you did. Now, there are many different places where it could have been. I want to see if Denny's can get this as well.
Yeah, nobody knows where they were found.
Okay. All right, so we'll see who knows the bird better. Where would he lose his keys? Okay, this is one of the places where your keys were found. Were they in... A, your refrigerator, in your pool, locked in your Jeep, in a pair of shorts in the trash, and we know that you got them. So we got 4 options there. So, Denny's, where do you think they most likely were? I remember Jaybird talking once before he had put something in the fridge, not thinking about it, and had left it there. So that is a popular place for him to do that. They could have been in his pool because he could have jumped in the pool with them in his pocket. He's swimming upside down. They come out of his pocket. Boom, there they are in the pool.
Good reasoning.
That sounds very likely. Now, locking them in his Jeep, I think it's tougher to do that because most people use the key fob to lock your door. So if you don't have your key, you're not locking your Jeep. Mm-hmm. Or in a pair of shorts in the trash. Now, why they would be in the trash? You would think you would check your pockets before you threw a pair of shorts away. So what do you think, Denny's? Which is the most viable of those 4 options for where Jaybird's keys were?
It really could be any of them, but, I mean, the most viable would be you threw your pants out by accident while picking up trash at the house. I mean, it's the only one I could think of.
He threw away his pants by accident?
Yeah, it had keys in it.
You accidentally threw away pants? I don't know if I've ever accidentally thrown away pants.
You guys have different reasoning on these.
Okay. Refrigerator, that sounds very possible that maybe he was going somewhere, he was checking his fridge, put the keys in there, or he grabbed something else to like, oh, how much do I have left in this container?
There was a lot going on when the keys had been when I lost him, because I've been doing the podcast studio at my house, and there's been just complete calamity with boxes and trash and all kinds of stuff.
Okay, that's why I think maybe pool would be my other choice, but I'll go refrigerator.
Okay.
Where did you find your keys?
Denny's is actually right, and I'll tell you what had happened. I had shorts on in the afternoon, and I was moving all this stuff around, and I split the ass end of my pants. I blew them out. from bending down.
Well, you're hard on pants.
Yeah, so I remember I took them off and
Yeah.
I had my keys in my pocket and I completely forgot. So when I was picking up all the trash, I knew I had ripped those pants and forgot my keys were in that pocket and just threw the pants in the trash. They didn't make any sound or nothing. I didn't feel them.
Yeah.
And then yesterday when I was going through everything, I was trying to remember what pants I had on and I had to go through my trash, found the pants, and they were in the actual pants in the trash.
How about that?
I know.
It's kind of a fun game, though, isn't it?
No, it was not fun, Kevin. But
Yeah,
we
that
got
sounds
him, baby. Which is a
okay.
day of celebration.
Oh, amazing.
That's good news. Well, congratulations, Dennis. You know your boy, don't you?
He does know me.
Yeah.
Seemed like that could happen.
Thank you, Denny's.
We got some feedback on the lemonade stands, and do the cops shut it down? Somebody texted in and said, as an officer, I've supported a ton of lemonade stands and purposely driven to them if I heard about one on Facebook. And we've even sent out emails department-wide saying, if you have time to stop by, then swing by here. Yeah, please don't give the police the negativity on this when it's not our call and fault. Sometimes having to enforce stuff we really don't want to.
Yeah, so I don't have all the details of everything either. And these people could have been very, very lippy, and there might be a reason why they needed to shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to badmouth the cops by any means.
No. In fact, I would say it's probably somebody that would be on the block that would do that. Now, somebody's thinking because it's a food product, unfortunately, you know, little girls can have sick parents who do twisted things. And if somebody's allergic to something, what are they selling?
That's what I was thinking.
You know, that's kind of part of the problem about anybody just selling out food without a permit, is that people can get sick, poisoned. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I could see how you can't do them for those kind of reasons, especially if me and Denny's wanted to open up Bird and Denny's lemonade stand.
I think ours would get shut down.
Yeah, definitely creepy looking adults I'm shutting down.
But for that reason, though, that's probably why they do shut things down sometimes, because you're making money on it, and then you're giving this food.
Yeah, I think it probably has to do with just, do we know that what you're handing out is good or not?
The people in my the family, they may have gotten lippy. There's a very good chance of that.
Okay.
Of why.
But a lot of people did it. Somebody said, I'm 34. I grew up in West Boca. I used to sell lemonade out of my wagon on Southwind Lakes Golf Course in elementary school, and I would make like $50 to $100 a day.
Yeah, you can make good money.
And that's back then.
We would do Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we did Kool-Aid as well. Kool-Aid was the way to do it.
I love Kool-Aid. Oh, man.
Oh, it's so good.
I think the most we made back in Lake Park might have been $4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we never made big numbers either. I think the most we ever made was like $14.
Okay. Somebody said this weekend a couple of neighborhood girls and my daughter, they grabbed a bunch of stuff out of their rooms that they didn't want anymore and sat out front of the house and sold stuff, kind of like a lemonade stand, but selling books and toys and things like that. Have their own little yard sale.
But I've seen garage sales be shut down before because they don't have a permit.
You have to have a permit for a garage sale?
You do. You have to have a permit.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you just can't start selling things in front of your house, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. Okay, am I the jerk? We got a gazillion different emails to get to today, including even some mic drop feature questions that people have here. Now, this email says, am I the jerk for having my girlfriend Uber home? Says, my girlfriend had a flight that landed at 1 a.m. and asked me to pick her up and take her home from the airport. Now, I get up for work at 4:30 in the morning, and I told her, just take an Uber. Well, she got really upset. Even after I offered to pay, she said it's about me letting her ride home in an unsafe situation at that time of night. Do you not watch the news? I told her that she would be fine and I really needed my sleep. So I paid for her Uber, and almost a week later, she still won't speak to me. Am I really the jerk? Okay, that meant 1 a.m. He gets up at 4:30. It would have been right in the middle of his night of sleep to go pick her up at the airport and bring her back. He was like, can't you just take some kind of transportation like an Uber? I'll pay for it. That's not the cost. It's not necessarily about that. It's that you would dare have your girlfriend travel by herself at that time of night. It's dangerous.
Unfortunately, I've always been in a situation where, with family especially, you just know you have to pick them up at the airport, even if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you suck it up, and it sucks, even if you have to work. So, because for example, my sister didn't want to travel by herself; she wanted someone to pick her up. So someone picks her up. I'm used to picking people up. I'm gonna say you pick people up that you love.
This is tough. I mean, you're going on almost a week later. She still won't speak to you, and I think that's where he's like, I mean, gosh,
that's a long time. Come on.
Is it really that bad?
Yeah, let's.
Denny's, do you think he's the jerk here for doing that? Should he have picked her up, sucked it up, or was she just fine? It sounds like no harm came to her, but was it too risky?
Yeah, I don't think he's a jerk. I think he probably realized that in the future he's going to definitely just drive her to the airport to not have to deal with her being mad for a week. But I'm with Bird. I mean, even if I visit my parents in Colorado and they need me to run to the airport to pick up like my uncle or something, I just run, even if it's 12 a.m.
We've just always been a family. If someone's coming from the airport, you have to go pick them up. You just make the adjustment, and the next day sucks. So we're built that way to go get the family or the loved one.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Maybe it's the way that you were built and how you were raised. Right now in the chat room, it's kind of ping-ponging back and forth between saying, yeah, you were a jerk, and other people saying, no, I mean, what's the big deal? You got her an Uber.
Well, I mean, she's a jerk, too, because she knows that her man's tired. He's got work and stuff, so, I mean.
Right.
But, I mean, if something happened, it could be a bad situation. If nothing happens, then it's just a regular situation.
But some people don't like taking Ubers that late at night. It creeps them out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering, did she book for her flight to come back at that time, or was it a delayed flight that she couldn't help?
Is it possible that they're both annoying and jerky? I don't know.
I think they are, and a lot of times in these scenarios, you can have both of them being a jerk, but who's the bigger jerk of the two?
For me, if it's my rolling partner and I'm loving that person, or a best friend or a family member, I'm gonna go pick them up.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. He's a little, I guess you could be selfish if your girl's really that against it.
It's really interesting to see how the comments are. Yeah, he's definitely a jerk. He's doing this now as a boyfriend. No way he's going to be a good husband, is what one comment says. Somebody says she is the jerk for even asking for somebody to come pick you up.
Well, that person's... that person who just texted is carrying their own scenario into this thing.
Yeah, it's way more comfortable being picked up by somebody you know.
Yeah, and on the flip side, somebody says, hell no, she's a grown-ass woman. She chose that time to return home. She should get herself home. So,
well, that sounds loving.
Yeah. That's what's coming in. You got one side or the other. Some people are saying...
That's that camaraderie right there.
There's that teamwork.
I'll put up a Twitter poll here in a minute because it really looks like it's about 50-50 as to whether or not you are a jerk.
It's going to turn political, Denny's.
Yeah.
Okay. Ronnie, he left us this mic drop. Is he the jerk?
Hey, so my new neighbor asked me if he could borrow my truck to move something. And this is only my second conversation with this guy. I don't know this dude at all, and I happen to love my expensive truck. So I told him no, and my girlfriend thinks this makes me look like a big old jerk.
Oh, you love your truck, and you just met this cat?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know him.
How do you know he just did it in freebase, and then he wants to get behind you? You don't know. You love this truck.
Yeah, some trucks are really expensive. Some people really take pride in it. That's your thing, and if he's going to be using it to move, there's a lot of things that could gouge it, and he could totally jack up your truck and cause damage to it. No, I don't think you're a jerk.
Your neighbor's annoying because he doesn't know you. He's already asking you for your truck.
I mean,
that puts you in a weird situation, no?
Oh, he's setting up for asking you for a ton of stuff throughout the years.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to help your neighbor out. You do, because that's important.
Absolutely.
Sure. But you're not a jerk if, I mean, come on, you don't know this cat and you got an expensive truck you like and your girlfriend's like, you're a jerk. Like, oh, yeah? You're a jerk for calling me out.
Yeah, she's a jerk, too. Like,
yeah, I don't think he's a jerk. I think she's a jerk for trying to say he's a jerk.
The neighbor is annoying because he doesn't know boundaries.
He's a jerk.
Yeah. And she's a jerk
He's not a jerk.
For not having his back.
You're good. I think you're good.
I think he's good.
I think he's good.
Okay. Somebody wanted to know in an email, am I the jerk for confronting this mom? I was at a restaurant yesterday when I heard a mom at the booth across from me tell her daughter that she could only order from the light fare portion of the menu. Now, the girl wasn't obese, but the mom explained to her daughter that she needed to learn to watch her calories because if she gains a lot of weight at her age, it could be really tough to lose. Now, the girl got up after ordering herself a salad to use the restroom, and I thought it wasn't very cool of the mom to talk to her daughter like that, so I said something to her. I told the mom, I said, look, you really shouldn't say that to your daughter because my mom had done that to me when I was younger, and I got an eating disorder as a result of the comment she made. Well, this mom wasn't having any of it. She told me to mind my own business and that I have no idea what their situation is. I wish somebody would have stood up for me when I was this girl's age, but my boyfriend thinks that I'm kind of a jerk for sticking my nose where it doesn't belong.
Would you ever get involved in a situation like that?
There's no way I would get involved. No way I would get involved with that. And you don't know really what is going on with this girl. And yeah, maybe that mom is a jerk, but you don't know. Maybe her doctor is like, look, she needs to eat these kind of foods. There could be that kind of situation.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things to unpack here. You're right, because you don't know the situation of anybody and all the details of really anything unless you're legit in it. But also, don't be surprised when people butt into your business when you're speaking loud enough in the restaurant for everyone to hear, too.
Yeah.
You know?
She did, and she got her head bitten off.
She got her...
And her boyfriend's like, yeah, don't do that. Just mind your own business. Why do you got to say anything?
Yeah, I mean, just know in public, if you're talking loud, there's a chance someone could say something back to you.
Okay. I'm kind of curious what the ladies think on that. Was this girl a jerk for doing that? 877-979-WRMF.
But to your point, what if it is some medical thing that you have no idea about?
That's
and
just
it's
it.
not about weight. It's about something you don't even
Health.
It's with anything. People so often step in and make comments to people without knowing what the true story is. And they think that just on a quick glance, they have it all figured out and they're going to help you with your life. It's like, no, this is a very complex situation. Give me the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
That's why I don't butt in on anyone's business.
Yeah.
You just have no idea.
Yeah, just don't do it. Mind your own business. I kind of agree on that. And what about Pauline? She left this mic drop. Am I the jerk?
I'm a white female, and I happen to use kind of like a tan, at least in my eyes it is, a tan emoji. And my friend then went on to say I'm being racist and doing blackface by using an emoji that wasn't my skin color. And, this would never be my intention. I have no preference of what color my emojis are. I just use them as how they were saved from the first time in my phone. So am I being racist or a jerk because I'm not using the emoji that matches my skin color?
That's silly.
Yeah.
That is a silly... What segment are we doing?
Am I the jerk?
That is silly.
That's somebody who's just looking to be upset.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that. We got Lisa on here. She left this mic drop. This is an interesting, kind of twisted story here. Is she the jerk?
When I was in junior high, I was bullied pretty much every single day for like 3 years by this one girl. And she made my life such a hell that I actually attempted suicide twice. And on our senior year, she died in a car crash. And it was the first day I got peace since I was in frickin' 6th grade. And it's been 4 years now, but I still celebrate the anniversary of her death and the beginning of my freedom. And my boyfriend thinks it's sick and twisted and that I'm an a-hole for celebrating someone's death. And I just think I'm celebrating my independence. So, am I a jerk?
Wow.
I would just say let go of the anger.
Yeah.
She's dead. It's over.
You're holding on to negativity. I know you feel freedom, if anything else. I would think as soon as you get out of high school, you should have experienced some freedom and you had a chance to get away from her. And that should be like, thank God I got those high school years behind me and put bullies in the rearview mirror. Yeah, to me, celebrating something like that, even if they're the worst person ever, in a sense, celebrating a death, that's pretty twisted and dark.
Let go of unnecessary
Yeah, it's not healthy.
drama.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Go to the beach.
Are you a jerk? I don't know, but you're dark.
Go look at the manatees.
You're very
Go
dark.
have fun.
You're very dark.
Dark,
You're
yes.
dark. Got a lot of comments about the airport email we got in Am I the Jerk? It was 1 o'clock in the morning. His girlfriend wanted to ride from the airport. He gets up at 4:30. And he got her an Uber instead. And she was like, what could happen to me that early in the morning? You're a jerk. She won't talk to him a week later. And somebody said, well, what airport? Also, too, that might be a factor that, keep in mind. We got 3 main airports in South Florida.
Good
and
point.
You could be in Palm Beach and they could be flying into MIA or reverse, or it could even be to Fort Lauderdale. And so that could add to it. That was
You're
something
right.
to think about.
Good points.
Somebody said, though, you are missing the point, though. She wants to be treated special and know that her man will be there to protect her. And sometimes to the outside world, somebody might or might not appear as a jerk. But when you're in a relationship, you got to kind of understand what the boundaries are and what somebody would want. And you know that your girl would want you there to protect her, even if it's that time of night. So you might just have to say, this is a sacrifice for my relationship. If she means anything to me at all, I need to fall on the sword for this one.
Yeah, I'm picturing my sisters too, and they were always big on getting picked up from the airport.
I understand it. Yeah, I understand. Your girl is as well. So if you truly care about her, you got to realize this is very important to her. So next time, make it happen. And if you don't want to make it happen, find another girl.
Yep.
And somebody had said, too, with the guy whose girlfriend called him a jerk because he wouldn't let his neighbor he just met use his new fancy truck that he loves. Somebody said the exact same scenario happened to my neighbors, and the asking party got into an accident and wrecked their truck. No way.
Yeah, well, that guy just met that neighbor. It's so new. That's to me, that's getting too familiar too soon.
Yeah, and people are like, you know what? You can go to many different places. They rent trucks, like at Home Depot, just for that. So you can go move yourself. Go to U-Haul. You do it. I'm not giving you my truck.
Yeah, we think you need to break up with your girlfriend.
What's wrong with you? Do it, bitch. This is a brand new game that we got here on the KVJ show. We partner up, and then we try to see how many our partner can name in a certain category in 10 seconds. That is the name of the game we play here today. Virginia's out, so I'm going to be sitting in for her, being the gambler for Suits. I got to try to figure out exactly how well he can do, but if he blows it and I don't do it right, then I got to pay the punishment off as well. So here we go. We can start with Bird and Denny since I got you both in here. Now we each going to be taking on this category here. Now, one player on each team has what is called the responder, and one is the gambler. Now, the gambler decides and makes a bet on how many things the responder can name from a given topic in just 10 seconds. So after hearing the topic for the round, the gambler from each team will then push the other to a point of taking the challenge. And then if the team matches the number, they bet, then they get a point. If they fail to get the number, then the other team gets the point. So that's kind of how it all works here.
All right. I'm going to be the gambler today, Kevin. And I feel like the gambler talks like this.
Okay. All right. So you got to know your boy here. The first category, you started off in 10 seconds. How many types of salad dressings can Denny's name in 10 seconds?
Types, not brands. Got you.
Types, yeah. Okay.
Types of salad dressing.
I know for a fact my boy can name 5.
Suits can name 6.
Do it, bitch.
Oh, she's
Okay.
getting called.
All right, Suits, you got to name 6 different types of salad dressing in 10 seconds. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. On your mark, get set, and go.
Ranch, oil and vinegar, honey mustard. Oh no, I'm freezing up. Damn it.
Yes, the kid!
Ooh, it's tricky.
Choked!
6 is tricky.
I love it!
Oh, dang.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man, oh, man.
That's great.
Okay, you guys got the first round. Okay, the next round is water sports. Okay, that could be something in the Olympics. I think Suits can name 2 water sports.
I know for a fact my boy Denny's can name 5.
Do it, bitch.
You got this. Come on, you got it, man.
Okay, 5 water sports in 10 seconds.
You got it.
And go.
Synchronized swimming, water polo, swimming, freestyle swimming, high dive, synchronized diving, 2 tandem diving. And is that 5?
I think he got.
Did he get 5? I think he got 5.
I think I got 6, but
I think
one
he
of them
got
was kind of
6.
made up.
Wow. How about that? That was impressive. Dang. Nice work.
That's so hard.
Okay, so do you guys want to play another round?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
let's just
yeah.
say that went by pretty fast.
High stakes.
Best out of 7.
Okay. Okay, you guys got the first 2. Yeah, we'll make it best out of 5 here today.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, all you guys got to do is get one more. Okay. All right, here's the trick. We're going to do brands of soda. All right, I'm the gambler for Suits. Brands of soda.
Brands of soda, not flavors, but brands.
Brands of soda. What would you say a brand of soda is? Is that like
I don't wanna
a
say
name
any.
brand
Yeah,
of them?
Well, we'll do an easy one. Pepsi would be a brand, right?
Okay.
That would be a brand, yeah. But then you have cola.
Yeah, I think it's brands if it has a name on it.
Gotcha.
Whatever the name might be. Okay, I think Suits can name 7 brands of soda in 10 seconds.
Do it, bitch.
Okay. All right, come on, Suits.
7?
All right.
Brands of soda.
That's a lot.
That's a lot,
in 10
man.
seconds. I think Suits has got this. Okay, 10 seconds. On your mark, get set, and go.
Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, 7-Up, Sprite, Fanta, Squirt, no, it's Dr. Pepper. I think I got
You got it.
7, right?
He got it.
I'm at 7.
Doesn't matter. He got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Nice job there, Suits. We're back
All right, we
in
got
this.
one finally.
We're back in this. Okay. You guys have 2. We've got 1.
All right. Let's put them
All right,
out.
we gotta focus.
We can't let Ralston win this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can put it away if you get this. The next topic here we've got in Do It, Bitch. It's Nicolas Cage movies.
So I have to say what I
How
think.
many can Denny's name in 10 seconds? Nicolas Cage movies.
Denny's can name 6 Nicolas Cage movies.
Do it, bitch.
Okay, Denny's, you got this. I know you. I believe in you.
Yes, all right.
10 seconds starts now.
Raising Arizona, Snake Eyes, you have Con Air, you have Face Off, you have gosh, I'm trying to think. 4. It's hard. It's hard.
Wicker Man.
Wicker Man.
Valley Girl.
Oh!
Honeymoon in Vegas.
Honeymoon in Vegas.
Oh, it's so hard.
Denny's. Sweet Denny's.
Okay, it's tied.
Oh, this hurts.
2 each. 2 each.
This hurts.
Oh,
Okay, final category is breeds of dogs.
Leaving Las Vegas. Sorry.
Breeds of dogs. Okay, I'm going to say that Suits can name 4 breeds of dogs in 10 seconds.
I think Sweet Denny's can name 5 in 10 seconds.
I think Suits can name 6 in 10 seconds.
I know Sweet Denny's can name 7.
Do it, bitch.
all right.
Just no pressure. Don't blow it.
Okay. All right, on your mark, get set, and go.
Great Pekingese, Pinscher, Boxer, German Shepherd, Border Collie, Gordon Setter. There is a Chihuahua. Is that 7?
7! Yes!
Suits, should I have pushed that?
Good
Do you think you could have gotten 8 or more?
I think I could have.
Because I know you like cats. I'm like, does he know dogs?
There's so many different breeds, though. I think
I
I could have
know.
got that.
Gosh, I feel
I
alive.
thought 7 was safe.
Do you feel alive, Denny?
Gosh, how about that?
Jason's feeling.
What an exciting round. Okay, I'm going to let you guys set up the mouse traps. I'll let people go on ahead and get the KVJ TV. Suits and I, we lost, so we're going to sit on some mouse traps.
Are you guys gonna free ball?
I'm going to go bare behind. Yeah, I'm going to go bare behind on mine to get the full effect.
Nice.
A couple good snaps right on the tushy.
Good,
All right, so
good.
we'll get that set up. You can jump onto YouTube as Suits and I unfortunately come up short. And Do It, Bitch. We're going to pay off our punishment coming up next. Well, it was a nail biter, wasn't it? Boy, it went right down to the last one. Suits and I just lost. And Do It, Bitch. So we have to do the punishment.
Me and Denny's have been on cloud 9. We feel alive right now.
It's got to be a good feeling to not have to do this.
We're going to chase that feeling.
Yeah, the losers have to sit on a chair full of set mousetraps. So if you're watching on KVJ TV, you can go to YouTube, dial up the KVJ show, and it is time for me to face the punishment. I'm going to go first, and then Suits is going to come in here and do his in just a second.
You dropping them pants, Ralston?
Yeah, I'm going to go bare butt cheek on this. I'm going to try not to show off anything inappropriate if I can. So here you go. If you're watching this on KVJ TV.
All right.
This is not going to be fun. Oh, boy. It's going to be weird to explain why you have a lot of bruises all over your behind.
Got to tell you what, though, the hair is on point.
Oh, yeah. All the hair feels great. All right, let me kind of get this thing out there. Okay, should we do a dramatic countdown here?
Yes.
Okay, all right, countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Oh!
Jeez. All of them have been set off. Yeah.
Ah, ooh, man, that got me good. Oh, wow. Man. Wow, they went flying. Did one go flying out of my behind?
One flew right by my eyeball, man. I almost got drilled with the mousetrap.
That was crazy. One of them got me really good, though, man. Oh, those poor mice.
You got that. You got that bouncy booty.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. So we're going to get these things set and let Suits take a ride on the mousetrap chair. Poor Denny's over there. I think maybe the worst part of this whole challenge is having to set the mousetraps, which is what Denny's is doing right now because they keep snapping on his fingers. Like he's getting it the worst.
Oh, I'm so used to it now.
Your fingers are used to getting snapped?
Yes.
Is there a secret to setting a mousetrap fast and efficiently?
Doing it, you have to hold it from the sides. That way, if it snaps, it doesn't get your hand.
Do we have a world record for setting the most mousetraps in a certain amount of time?
That's a great idea.
Has anybody done that?
I don't think anyone's done it, but we should try it.
I think that'd be great.
Let's try it tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do it for World Record Wednesday tomorrow.
I love it.
We'll set that up.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah, and that would be the thing is they have to be set and remain set.
Yeah, they're set on a hairpin, so if they get bumped.
Yeah.
Well, you want to be quick, too, so you have to, that's
right. I love that. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. In fact, maybe we'll do a little competition, Bird and Denny's.
Denny seems pumped about that.
Yeah, I know, right? He's like, gosh, isn't this enough? Okay, Denny's is setting all the mousetraps. We're setting up a full chair here, getting all ready for Suits. Okay. And then he's going to go in there and run it on KVJ TV.
Is Suits, are we seeing his booty? Are we?
Suits can do whatever he wants. He doesn't have to.
You're right. We can't make Suits do that.
I'm not gonna
be like, the laws.
You need to drop your pants, son.
That might be a human resources issue.
Yeah, I'm good. I went out there. I'm the guy that dropped the trowel. He doesn't need to do that. He can just sit on it. He's all good.
Suits, are you just going with your pants?
I feel like I have to drop the trowel. I can't let Ralston upstage me on this one. He set the bar too high.
All right. Okay. You do what you got to do.
Get it, Suits.
Okay. Suits.
All right.
Yeah, just hop on up on that thing here when you're all ready.
Yeah, real hyped after watching you do this.
We're paying off our punishment for Do It Bitch. Suits and I lost on this. You got to sit on a chair full of mousetraps that are set. Okay, you want the countdown like we did?
Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like it was better that way. Otherwise, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
And in 3, 2, 1.
They didn't all go off right away. Oh, that hurt.
What was?
They went off one by one. It was like prolonged.
It was like,
oh gosh, that hurts.
It's like you got it here.
Well,
and then he went over with the right cheek, and then he went back to the left cheek, and then he just set him off all over his butt.
The first one went off, I jumped, and it started setting them off left and right.
Smooth like butter.
Oh my gosh, that was fun to watch. I really enjoyed that.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That's great fun.
Very nice, Suits. Very nice.
Nice.
My new favorite game. Do it, bitch. Got some great dramatic posts here. Somebody shot a hole through Dave's car, and he thinks it's all because he doesn't cut his grass. But as he takes it onto a social post, I think it was on Nextdoor, people are kind of calling him out and saying, actually, it's not because of that, Dave. It's something else.
Okay.
I'm going to have Denny's play the role of Dave. Jaybird, you can be Carl, and I'm going to play the role of Kyle.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. Denny's, you are Dave in this digital drama.
Someone shot a hole in my car window last night. Police haven't done squat to help. I think it's because I don't cut my lawn. Somebody wants me murdered because I don't cut my grass.
Do you got proof they want you dead because of your lawn? That's a pretty crazy theory, man. Are you doing okay?
Dude, someone shot up my car last night because I haven't cut my grass. They left a note on my front porch a week ago that said, cut your grass or else. This has to be related.
Yeah, I'm sure it's got nothing to do with your grass being too long. Not at all about you sleeping with somebody else's wife. Maybe that has something to do with it. Rotting in hell is what your future holds, Dave. But I'm sure you already knew that, didn't you, bud?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about, Kyle.
I know everything, dude. Stop playing dumb.
You guys shouldn't be talking about this on social media.
Dave has been banging my wife, and I'm letting everybody here know about it. Minutes later, the post was deleted, but not without getting screenshot.
Man.
How about that?
Dang. So, Dave, what's up with that?
Dave is banging Kyle's wife. Kyle then shot a hole through Dave's car and basically admitted to it on a social post.
Is that what Carl's saying? Is he flat out? Could Carl go to jail for that?
Kyle.
Kyle. Could Kyle go to jail for that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, did he not pretty much just come right out and admit that he shot the hole through Dave's car? He definitely has the motive.
Objection.
He's talking about it.
He never said he shot it out. He's just alluding to the fact,
I'm sure this has to do with your grass being too long and not at all about you sleeping with somebody else's wife.
He doesn't admit it, though.
He said, Dave has been banging my wife, and I'm letting everybody know about it. I know everything. Stop playing dumb. He definitely has provided a motive for shooting a hole in Dave's car.
Yeah, you're right. He provided the motive, but would it hold water?
Would it hold up in court? Does he go to jail?
I don't know.
They use social media a lot now for these cases.
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm going to bring Suits in here for our next little round here. We got a post that somebody had screenshot and sent us here. Apparently, Cindy calls out Harry Potter for being boring and lame. And a Harry Potter fan decides to defend the entire franchise. Jaybird, you'll play the role of Cindy.
Okay.
I'm going to play the role of Roger. And Suits, you're going to be Veronica.
All right, let's do this.
Finally saw Harry Potter. So stupid. People who like that movie are dumb. Hashtag overrated.
Cindy, you're an airhead who needs to take a 10-year nap. Come back when your brain develops, chick.
Somebody is butthurt because I made a joke about their little magic boy. The movie sucked and it's outdated. It doesn't at all stand the test of time. People who like magic are perverts disguised in robes.
Well, you know what? You don't even deserve to watch Harry Potter. Why do you attack something that you know so many people love? Potter is a masterpiece. You are a master asshat. People like you make the world sucky.
Like I give a rat's ass what you think. The best part of Harry Potter is the closing credits. Deal with it, don't like it, stop following me then.
I totally agree with Cindy. Get a real hobby like riding a motorcycle. Grown men who like watching this magic crap are little off, if you ask me. My ex loved Harry Potter, and he was a sexual deviant. Don't trust men who are into it.
Exactly, Veronica. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm not a pervert. I have a normal sexual appetite. Even if I was a pervert, it has nothing to do with Harry Potter. Okay, I'm blocking both of you bitches. You're ruining my day.
Yeah, Roger's a pervert.
Roger's a pervert.
He definitely is.
Well, he uses the term sexual appetite. Yeah, he's a pervert.
Can't use that without being a perv.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Talking about somebody that's a little bit weird and possibly perverted here. Cops in Arkansas have been looking for a guy who keeps harassing random women at a store. And they say he even offered at least one of them a foot massage.
Was he dressed in Harry Potter gear?
He was not, according to the story. They don't say what he was wearing. But they did say something in the story which kind of makes the whole thing a little bit even more weird than it was. The guy who offered the foot massage doesn't have any arms.
Huh. So was it going to be a foot massage? A foot massage on the...
I think a foot massage with his mouth.
Oh.
Or maybe his feet. Can you do a foot massage with your feet?
As I say, feet on feet massage. You can.
Can you?
Oh, you can.
What would be better, mouth or foot?
Probably mouth.
I think that's probably what he's offering them. Well, this is kind of weird to see on the beach. A rare two-headed turtle was found on the beach in South Carolina. They say it's a result of a genetic mutation, and they just said, all right, go about your way, young turtle. But it started going right, then left, then right, then left, but it finally made its way into the ocean.
Okay.
A two-headed turtle.
You see that, and you go, this is some good stuff I'm drinking.
Yeah, right. What is going on? There's a 58-year-old man that was trying to kill a skunk with his buddy. Now, if you got a buddy that's got a crossbow and he's going to try to kill a skunk, first of all, it's kind of a jerky thing to do. Why do you need to kill a skunk just because they smell? If we went around shooting everybody that stunk with a crossbow, you know how many people we'd have to kill every day?
Just on this building alone.
You can't do that. So his buddy pulls back the crossbow. He's like, hey, I'm going to shoot this skunk. Watch. Throws out an arrow, but doesn't hit the skunk. Hits his buddy instead and kills him.
Kills him?
Kill him.
Murder?
Yeah.
So what's that? Is that murder 3, third-degree murder because it was an accident?
Yeah, when it's two dumbasses that are trying to kill a skunk and they shoot each other instead.
Or is that manslaughter?
I think it's manslaughter.
Okay.
I think, yeah, because it doesn't sound like it's premeditated, but... I mean, talk about karma for the skunk. Skunk was like, see?
Skunks are very cute. I remember Bush Wildlife had a skunk, and I don't think it had the stinker.
They're adorable, yeah.
The stinker wasn't working, so it was doubly adorable.
They're very adorable animals. I mean, can they help it?
No.
You know? Maybe they're lactose intolerant. Did we ask?
They are cute.
They are very cute. Don't kill them. Boy, this got out of hand real quick. There was a rodeo in Utah. Imagine this. A brawl breaks out at a rodeo in Utah. There was apparently a guy that was dancing in the stands, and another man, for some reason, took offense to it. They don't say why. I guess he just doesn't like dancing at his rodeo. So he tackled the dancing spectator, and then a fight breaks out. This guy can not only dance, but he can fight and bite. He actually turned on the dude that tackled him and bit a good chunk of his ear off.
Ooh.
The victim was seen walking around with a big part of his ear wrapped in a bandana. He was taken to the hospital to try to reattach his ear. No word on if he did, but the dancing man who fought and bit was arrested.
Well, that's what you get for tackling people. You tackle me when I'm dancing, you can get your ass bit.
Yeah, he did. He lost an ear because of it. It just goes to show, you know what? Somebody's dancing, just let them mind their own business.
Exactly.
Let them dance it all out. They clearly got a lot of energy, or they're on meth. And either way, you don't want to mess with them.
If you're going to do a fight, do a dance fight.
Yeah.
See
That's
what
you
I'm
should have
saying?
done.
You should have done that.
You'd still have your ear today, right? Tell me if you like this idea. Amazon wants a key to your apartment. It's called Key for Business, and it's pitched as a way to cut down on stolen packages by making it easy to leave them in lobbies and not outside. So maybe this would be just in your business, but do you still trust somebody coming into your business?
I wonder how often people get their packages stolen. Because I get a lot of packages, and I've been pretty fortunate. Especially,
I don't think I've ever had one stolen.
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, so you always hear about these porch pirates. Are they that common?
Well, they say that it's enough that it's, raising costs, and with fewer stolen packages, Amazon can reduce costs. And it gives them an edge over competitors. So they're trying to figure out what they can do. So it doesn't sound like this would be for your home. It'd be for your business.
But if you saw a porch pirate taking your package, would you stop them? If you saw in your little security, them grabbing your package, and then they're kind of walking off, do you go out there and confront them, or do you not get involved because you don't know if they have a gun or not?
I probably would get involved.
You don't get involved?
I probably would.
Yeah, I would too. If it's my package,
I think I would. Yeah.
Even though I know they may have a gun, I think you're so mad in the moment you don't care.
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe I bring a gun out myself.
Boom.
Yeah. Bam. That's how you do it. Florida, they tip their cap at that kind of stuff. I love these kind of stories. I know maybe it's slightly depressing, but I think it's mainly sweet. And to me, it is about the connection of two souls together in spirits. This is the way a marriage should be. This couple in Iowa, they were married for 73 years, always by each other's side. And the 96-year-old woman, she finally passed away in the morning. And 15 hours later, her 94-year-old husband dies.
Yeah, you think of a broken heart. They're supposed to be together.
I just think it's like that to me is the ultimate souls connected. I'll follow you into the dark. Where you go, I'm going to go. Into the great beyond, we go together, just 15 hours apart after 73 years together. I mean, how does that time out that way?
Does it change for you if you find out one of them was completely cheating on the other for 30 years?
Yeah.
They were banging
It's
9
disgusting.
different people.
Yeah.
It's not as sweet, right?
Yeah, she didn't know. Yeah, he had like syphilis.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
maybe she did, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
you're
always
right.
the man.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it does definitely change. Well, this is a kind of an interesting theory. I guess maybe it makes sense, but they're making this doomsday vault to preserve history's greatest and culturally most significant music.
I don't hate that idea.
Yeah, I guess, just the way they're looking at things, we want to be able to put it in a place so that if, the way things are going.
Well, just look
with
at
fires and climate change and everything else. Let's say we almost wipe out planet Earth. We want this hidden somewhere where it would survive a lot of these issues.
Of course. Well, in times right now when we're looking for stuff, we get really jacked up when we find an old artifact because it teaches us something from back then.
Yeah, that's what it would be. They say that they have this abandoned coal mine. It's in the North Pole. And it is hundreds of meters under the permafrost, and it was built to withstand nuclear and electromagnetic blasts.
That's cool.
So it would stand the test of time. Even if the power is cut off, the steel vault would be kept below freezing and effectively would preserve the contents inside for decades or more. In fact, they say that the digital versions of these songs they want to put in there expect to last up to 500 years.
Okay.
So that's how long that they would stay good.
It's not that long, though.
500 years in the grand scheme of it?
It's long, but it's not that in the grand scheme.
When you look, we're finding things 10,000 years
Yeah.
old, 15,000 years old. Yeah, I hear you. It's the International Music Council creating a global committee to make the decision of what would go in. And the public also gets a chance to vote on their thoughts. So if you had 3 suggestions, what do you think? We're preserving mankind's greatest musical works.
Okay.
3 different things that you would put in. I'll give you a second to think about it. What belongs in this vault? Your thoughts next. I know how we fight about music in here, so I can only imagine what a fight they're going to have here as they are trying to take the greatest musical works of mankind and put them hundreds of meters under the permafrost near the North Pole in an abandoned coal mine in this amazing vault they have that will preserve history's greatest and most culturally significant music. Now, the International Music Council is putting together a global committee to make the decision on what goes in. They say that these musical works on digital tracks will last 500 years. So they want to preserve humanity. So you've got to think global in this list. In fact, I saw that they were even going to be looking at different countries' indigenous music. And I know that, for instance, a lot of different cultures, they've got their own music. So you look at any country, and it's not necessarily going to be the pop music that we necessarily know, and rock, rap, EDM, whatever the genre might be of music we know. You're going to see different things of different styles of music.
But for the sake of the game, can we keep it within the
we can keep it to what we know.
know.
We will let other people defer to what that music is that we have no idea about. I assume you've got to have some kind of classical music that's in there. Tchaikovsky.
Do you have to?
Yeah, I think you do. It's a big part of the history of music. I mean, you want to cover our humanity in music, and I think they've even gone through and they found like inscribed notes from previous cultures, and they've tried to, sound out what that would have sounded like. I think even going back to ancient Egypt, they have what some of the music would have sounded like back then. So you probably want to even take that and put that in the vault.
Okay, because for some reason I thought we only got a pick of 3.
You get to pick 3 yourself. Okay. I'm just telling you all the things that would go in there.
If we're able to put all that in there.
You're allowed to suggest 3 to the committee they're putting together.
Okay, I like it.
So what would be your 3 that you think should be represented that is more in what you would know?
So I think people need to keep in mind this is going to be stuff no one's ever heard before. So we're burned on it, but no, the people who discover it won't be.
Yeah, and really, to me, you want to come up with music that music says something about your culture, about your humanity, things that they wouldn't know. And, we look back to previous civilizations or even things that we find now from maybe a culture that we don't even know. Were they mean people? Were they vicious? Were they peace-abiding? So those are going to be questions that whoever finds this music, they would be able to tell a lot about our nature by the music they find.
Is it too cliche to have Bohemian Rhapsody in there?
It's not.
Because think about that song, and it's been popular. A lot of people have liked it all over the world in different time periods, and it's a really cool, different type of song. It shows off a lot of musical ability.
Mama just killed a man.
Yeah.
Put a gun against his head. Pulled the trigger. Now he's dead.
These humans.
Yeah, they were a violent bunch, weren't they?
But we are a violent bunch. Do we lie to whoever finds this?
Oh, yeah, I'm totally lying.
It could be the next species. It could be another alien, or it could be an alien colony.
Yeah.
It could be humans later on.
You know what? If they are the ones that wiped us out and that's why they're finding this, I don't want them to feel guilty. I'd be like going, you know what? They actually weren't a-holes after all. I mean, listen to their music. They were actually peace-abiding. Why did we do this?
Then they'll check out our social media and go,
okay.
They were a-holes.
Never mind. They were a-holes. Yeah, so if I'm going on that route, there would be some songs that, I would want to put in there that I think kind of give us a positive feel, like A Wonderful World. What a wonderful world. Yeah.
I see trees of green.
Over the Rainbow, Judy Garland, something like that, if you're going way back, or A Stand By Me, Benny King. That's like, okay, they were there for each other. I think if you're talking about maybe there's some socially significant songs, Sam Cooke, A Change Is Gonna Come, might be a song that you might want to vault it up and throw in there.
A change is going to come. The aliens are here taking over the planet.
That's the change, baby. They knew it. They almost saw it coming. There are just some massively significant songs that we know of in our era. And even if they're a little bit before our time, we know of them. A John Lennon Imagine. That would be kind of fascinating to put that in a vault. That feels like that would belong in there, right?
But a lot of people hate that song.
I know
though.
they do.
A lot of people, for other reasons, not because they even
Is it
hate
culturally? Yeah, you don't have to love it. Is it culturally significant? I think so. I'd argue that big. Look, this isn't your own personal playlist that you're going to jam out to when you go home. You're trying to lay out humanity and maybe our greatest works.
I'm just talking out loud here.
I hear you. Yeah, and this is probably what it's going to sound like with the council, because, as everybody brings up any track, somebody could be like, I don't think so. No. They would shoot it down for whatever reason.
I mean, does the song have to have? Can it just be a fun song too?
It can be, because you can say, hey, they were fun-loving people. They just did goofy, mindless music. You could have a Wake Me Up Before You Go-Go, something silly, dumb like that.
We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue.
Yeah, they're like, where's this Electric Avenue? They're like, yeah, well, here's the joke's on you. There is no Electric Avenue.
Yeah, that's a terrible choice on my end.
Yeah,
but I was just asking for an example.
Yeah, that's not what you're going to do. That you put some Taylor Swift in there and be like going, man, they really hated their boyfriends, didn't they?
We just threw a little ragtime in there. That was a big part of our...
yeah, arguably, yeah. Dixieland, all those kind of things. Yeah, I think you want to throw it all in there.
Rap, hip-hop.
Yeah, no doubt. And, that's why I would think that you'd want to put Sugar Hill Gang in there, because that really started the genre in that.
Yeah, you put them in, but they're going to think everyone raps like this, and everyone raps like that.
Well, you can show the progression of it.
Okay, I'm just making
you
sure.
You can even time date it. They should. I don't know what the numbers would be that let you know that. You could have, for instance, maybe a Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses. That was a massive song.
Included with a Axl Rose rant on the live version when he yells at everybody.
Okay, yeah.
Wow, these humans are lippy.
So they can hear it and they know to hate him, like everybody else does.
Yes.
Yeah, it might be wise. Somebody had said, Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire. Shows a lot of history, says we tried to stop it. Okay, that's kind of an interesting mark.
It is.
Somebody said We Are the World. Maybe should be in there.
We are the world.
Yeah. I mean, it does speak to things that were going on at the time. It's got multi-purpose.
Oh, man. If you want to sing that at all today, you let me know. I will knock everything off the list, and that'll be priority one.
That's how we spend our afternoon.
I'd be cool with it.
Uh-huh. I don't know how I feel about this. Don't worry, be happy.
Oh, no.
Oh, that'd be tough.
Hell no.
That'd be tough. I couldn't vote for that one.
That makes me want to kick my own ass.
Yeah, not in good conscience. So Michael Jackson, got to put in there.
Man in the Mirror?
Either Man in the Mirror or Billie Jean, but maybe Man in the Mirror is a better one. Man in the Mirror's got more of a socially significant message, even though I prefer the song Billie Jean.
The Boy Is Mine?
No.
The Boy Is Mine.
No. I don't want that at all. You don't want any history of that.
Yeah, what if I was in charge of it and I picked all the worst songs from each artist?
Yeah. We don't want that at all. Don't Stop Believing, somebody had said. Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin. So,
Gosh, I am so sick of Don't Stop Believing.
I know it's gotten real. Ever since that Sopranos finale, it's gotten so overplayed.
It's been right. It's everywhere. Still, you would think that they just came out with that song.
Yeah, I know. It is still getting beat into the ground. Public Enemy, Fight the Power. I think that's a great socially significant song. That was a great song from back in the day.
A little Bone Thugs and Harmony, little Crossroads, talking about death, going to the other side.
You got to get a song in there about death, don't you?
I'm just saying, Bone Thugs and Harmony. I don't think KVJ shows them a lot of love.
You have enough love for Bone Thugs and Harmony. They haven't been talked this much on the radio since 1996.
That is not true.
Yeah, I don't know of anyone else in my life ever talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Chat room loves Bone Thugs.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So some good suggestions there. It'll be interesting. Hopefully they put out the whole list of at least our type of genre of things that we would know that makes the vault. We'll see what it is. Okay. Which do you think is better out of these options? Everybody right now has got some Olympic fever going on. USA, number one in the medal count, had a really solid day yesterday. What do you think is better, the Olympics or the Super Bowl?
I'm going to go with Super Bowl because I like the things that go around it. The food, it's one and done.
Yeah.
It's a party. Even if you don't like football, you can have fun with the people. Olympics is all over the place.
Yeah.
It's too long. Definitely going Super Bowl.
It's a no-brainer. The Super Bowl has the ratings. It's America's favorite sport. It's, almost like a holiday here. I know it's special because these Summer Olympics, Winter Olympics, you got to wait 4 years to get to them. But, yeah, to me, and I know you get to celebrate USA, which is all great, but, yeah, it's not the same as the Super Bowl to me. Denny's, you're such a big sports fan. What do you think is better?
I would have to agree on the Super Bowl, just because it's an American pastime, and it has a whole bunch of activities around it. The Olympics, I never got into. I think it's more of a world thing.
Well, you also love Tom Brady and the Gronk, so you're big fans of those guys.
Those guys are good. Some other people are good as well.
Yeah, that's the only two football players.
Yeah.
Joe Namath crushing it.
Yeah, he is.
Joe Namath.
Great restaurant, yeah.
Yeah, I remember his restaurant.
Yeah, that's how you know.
Joe Namath.
Yeah. Which is better, two sports you'll see in the Olympics, volleyball or soccer?
Volleyball is fun to play. I'm terrible at soccer. Although when I'm kind of fat and portly, when I have some weight to me, I'm one hell of a goalie if I don't have to move that much.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to lock in with volleyball.
Okay. I would say, interestingly enough, I think I would rather play volleyball and watch soccer. I don't know what it is. There's something about soccer. It's just oddly calming. I just like the way the stadiums look. People are very excited about it, and I'm not really sure why, but their excitement is contagious.
Yeah. Even during a 0-0 tie, people are going crazy.
Oddly enough, I've sat at bars during the World Cup or just even some soccer matches, and I find myself kind of watching it, and I'm not sure why, but I kind of enjoy it.
I like spiking it.
You do?
I like to spike it.
Are you clearing the net? That
Bro,
vertical leap?
Can I clear the net, bro? They used to call me Blocks Pennington.
Really? I'd like to see a video of you spiking it.
Okay, I'll
Can
spike.
we do that on a regulation height net?
Okay, only if I get my setter, my boy Denny's, to set it up for me. I'll spike the hell out of that thing.
Yeah, I'm wondering how many tries would it take for you to successfully spike a volleyball?
Okay, I love this challenge. Give me 3 attempts and I will nail one of them.
Really?
You don't buy that for a second.
I don't at all.
Really?
No.
With Denny setting it up for me?
With Denny's setting, I don't think in 3 tries you would get it.
All I have to do is jump and spike it into the over the net.
Yes, spike it over the net, and it has to land inbounds on the other side. You can't hit it way up into the sky and land somewhere else. You would have to clear the net, spike it down on the other side.
That's funny because they also used to call me Spike back in the day.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would spike people's drinks.
Spikes. All right, that's not a funny joke. I don't want that. I don't want that rumor getting started. It's horrible.
I just want to clarify.
Spike's. Oh yeah, Spike's face. Spike's drinks.
Watch out for that guy.
Watch out. Okay, we got to make that happen.
I
now.
love that.
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
get your shorts ready, Denny's.
Yeah, we gotta find a net.
How about you, Denny's? Which one's better for you?
Oh man, they're both so rough.
Okay.
If I had to watch one, I guess I would pick maybe soccer. The stadiums always look very lively.
But what about playing? If you had to play,
Oh God, neither of them. If I had to play one, maybe soccer.
really more than volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball is pretty rough to watch.
It's on the sand, hot sand. It's sand in your crack. It's tough.
Yeah, they used to call me sand crack.
Well,
Pennington.
soccer
Yeah.
at least can be exciting, right? Does volleyball ever get exciting?
Soccer can. I mean, sometimes soccer can be boring too. Then again, I did the morning, or I did the announcements for our high school soccer team for the girls soccer.
Yeah.
There was 3 games in a row where they didn't score a goal. Neither team. It was 0-0 for 3 games in a row.
Yeah, people have tried to explain that it's just a beautiful game to watch, even if there isn't scoring going on. I'm like, I don't know, man.
Well,
I think
I
it's
mean,
I grew up America. We need scores,
Results.
we need points, and we need wins. Those are 2 things that soccer doesn't always provide.
Defense is great and all, but
Yeah, I don't fully get it either. Which is better, cardio or weights? Cardio or weights? I would argue weights is better. Cardio, I hate. It's miserable. Weights, if you do them quickly in the right way, can really provide you with all the cardio I think you need. So I'm arguing weights.
I'm going cardio because cardio helps kind of get the demons out for me. It relaxes my mind. I don't think as much when if I'm legit doing running, it can make me tired and I don't have as crazy as voices in my head.
I have a feeling you hate both Denny's.
Yes,
Okay.
but I think cardio is more important.
Okay, so you think cardio is better than weights?
Yeah, I don't think you necessarily have to bulk up. I think the important part is that I think your heart rate is accelerated for X amount of time in the day. So I think the cardio is probably more important.
Of course, Ralston's going to go with weights. He's a former hot dog neck.
Yeah, I think you can argue weights a lot stronger than you can cardio for what's better for the body.
Would you rather be ripped with, kind of like
We're not talking rip. We're just talking about you want to maintain a certain amount of muscle mass. Anybody at any age. That's why you see old ladies with those little hand weights that are still doing it because you got to maintain that muscle because it keeps you from falling and breaking bones and the such.
Oh, yeah, the osteosis.
What?
Osteoporosis?
What?
Osteobone problems? Yeah.
Okay, which is better, swimming with the sharks or running with the bulls?
Oh God,
Running with the bulls seems insane to me.
It does seem
they
insane.
do it too.
But I think maybe even more of a rush. It's something that really stands out. It's an actual event. Swimming with the sharks is something anybody can do in South Florida with the right tourist thing and about any time. The running with the bulls, exhilarating. I could see that being like a whole party, a day kind of thing. I'd be like, wow, that would be something. And I think if you wanted to brag to somebody, I think it's better to brag about, I ran with the bulls. You sound like you're cultured, you're worldly. Swimming with the sharks, you might just be a tourist that went to South Florida.
Can I go with options? Can I swim with the bulls?
Oh, those poor bulls. I don't know if they swim. I think bulls sink.
They do sink. I'm with you. I'm running with the bulls because of just the novelty around it.
Okay. All right. What about you, Denny's?
Yeah, I'm running with the bulls. It's a whole day. It's a whole experience. The
I
sharks.
think it'd be fun. That's got to be a party. When you're done, can you imagine what that rager's like afterwards when you go to the bar and you're like, man, yeah, how exhilarating.
Well, especially if you get horned. Little
you
bull
you
injury.
come out with a tail.
Yeah.
You probably go to the hospital on that one.
Well, I don't know. It depends on how much you're drinking.
Okay, you drink before you run with the bulls?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a party.
All right.
You're going into that thing sober?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Heck
hell
yeah,
no.
dude. You got
man.
your wits about you.
I'm definitely getting a bottle of whiskey
Those
on
bulls
that.
don't play. People are falling all over. They're trampling you.
No, I need false courage. I need to drink
You're
to the
drinking
point.
before you run with the bulls.
Not only am
I
I
don't feel like that's the right play.
Not only am I drinking, I'm getting hammered for that
Really?
thing. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're definitely not making it out alive then.
I disagree. I feel like I'll be invincible. Yeah, you want the right mindset. I'd be invincible.
I thought you were going to say invisible. The bulls can't even see me. Look at that drunk guy out there. He thinks he's invisible. Oh, my gosh. That blood ain't invisible. All right, which is better, Britney Spears or Madonna?
I personally like Madonna's music better.
Yeah. This is hands down. This is Madonna for me.
I'm going Madonna.
Madonna has a lot more variety. She's got a lot more hits. If you really start breaking it down, if you had to have one playlist or another, Britney's got maybe, honestly, probably about 2 songs I'd be like cool with.
That you would be cool with?
Yeah, Toxic and maybe one other one. Oops, I Did It Again.
Drive Me
Hit
Crazy.
Me Baby one more time. Maybe 3 to 4 Britney songs I could listen to. There's probably a good 20 Madonna songs that I would like.
Denny's loves the cover of Britney Spears' I Love Rock and Roll. He listens to that song all the time.
Oh, that remix she did? It was terrible?
Get out of
it.
here.
You love it, huh?
Get out of here. I'd probably pick Britney Spears, though. over
Would you
Madonna.
really?
Yeah, because I grew up with her, and I feel like it spawned a whole genre of other artists. I mean, from that, you got Christina Aguilera, Pink. They were all kind of pushed through because of Britney Spears' population.
Okay, population?
Or popularity, sorry.
The dirty hippies are moving a little slow today.
Yes.
We really are all sheep. It's kind of interesting how, especially now, more than ever, and it's always been something. I mean, you probably go back to ancient civilizations, and there were people that were just following along and be like, hey, did you see what the Pharaoh had on today? And they're like going, I got to wear that. Because, he's super cool.
I think that's most of society.
I think it is.
It's sheep.
But, you know, what is kind of funny, though, is you look at things, and if you're on the outside and you're not overly influenced by the TikTok trend that's going on, what are the things that you see? They're like going, you know what? People are only pretending to like that. There's no way that they actually like that. Like, for instance, I look at some of Kanye's clothing.
Yeah.
And I know people in my family, they're very influenced by TikTok. And if it's on TikTok, it is the coolest thing. It's what everybody's doing. You got to do it. And I'm not in it the way they are. And I'm like, guys, you got to be, come on. You can't be serious that you think that Yeezys are worth $800 or whatever they go for.
I see a lot of people fake the funk as if they know and love football, and then you ask them about who your favorite player is or what even the city it is, and it really kind of comes undone quickly. But you would swear they love football. But they don't love football. Mm-hmm. They love just the idea of being a part of something.
Yeah. Well, I think what it is we want to fit in. So sometimes we pretend to like something that we deep down, if we were being honest with ourselves, we don't like. Like, for instance, does anybody like kids' birthday parties?
Virginia's kids' birthday parties, I love. They are better than some college ragers.
She doesn't throw a standard kid's birthday party.
That is not the normal. In fact, she's in the 0.1%.
Yeah. Baby showers. Anybody there other than the mom like baby showers?
No, baby showers are rough, man.
Weddings.
Gosh.
Now, you like receptions, but do you like the wedding?
I don't like annoying weddings. I know I give weddings a really hard time.
Yeah.
If it's someone I legit love and they're legit excited, I can get into that.
Okay.
It's those ones you really don't give a frog's fat ass about, but you still have to go.
You don't understand why you're invited in the first place?
Yeah.
Or you're only going there to be somebody's plus one?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a tough wedding. Absolutely. Fine wine. Do people just mainly pretend to like fine wine? Do they really know? I always love when they do those hidden camera things on, they feed these people what they think is a fine wine and it's a $5 bottle. And they're like, oh my goodness, you can tell the notes on this.
Yeah, we should do that to Virginia because she claims to be a wine expert. Oh, wait a minute. We already did that bit and she
says it was rigged. Yeah.
She said it was rigged. She
said it
lied.
was rigged.
I got beat her fair and square.
She said you didn't do it right. She said that it had to be high end and then low end wine, and you had stuff that was in the middle, so it was screwed up. So she's throwing out the results of that wine challenge because there was a design flaw, she claims.
I feel like the audience kind of heard that. I mean, if you heard that bit, if you remember that bit where Virginia did that, it was me and Virginia, and I actually got the classier wine over her.
Yeah, I heard it. I believed it, but, I don't know. I see what she's trying to say, but...
I mean, she's trying to spin it. I get that.
She's spinning it. Yeah, she's spinning it. But, I mean, does she just really pretend to like fine wine, or does she even know? I think she just likes getting the buzz from whatever she's drinking, but I think she likes cheap wine as much as she likes fine wine.
I'm talking about the serious wine people, the real fancy they are annoying, and I don't think they know as much about his wine as they try to act like they do. I'm with you. I think they would not go perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I want a wine expert in here.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Okay.
I want to call them out.
When you go to a club and the music's obnoxiously loud, do people really like it that loud?
If they're on ecstasy, probably.
They do, because I hate you're trying to talk to somebody and it's like we can't even communicate.
I think
do people really like it this loud?
I think if you're on drugs, you're oh my gosh, I can't believe it, man, the vibrations.
I don't know what it is. I really, honestly, am getting into Taylor Swift's new stuff. Her last 3 songs she's come out with, I really like, and I wasn't typically a Taylor fan.
You like the easier, the slower sides of
love
Taylor.
That. Yeah, she's got last 2 or 3 songs have all been, I think, really amazing.
You're not a shake it off kind of gal?
No, that one's a little, I don't know, I get anxiety when I hear that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I like that song, actually, but I get the anxiety reference.
Yeah, I know what it is. It kind of freaks me out.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
We were asking earlier, and we posted up on Twitter, which is better, Britney Spears or Madonna, and Britney Spears running away with it. 71% of the votes, 29 for Madonna.
She's got the hype right now.
She does have a lot of hype right now. I think that's it. We'll post those up there. You can check it out. And on our Facebook page, if you want to be interactive with KVJ, this one's getting a lot of reaction here in the last couple of hours. When it comes to leftovers, what foods are better on day 2?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why didn't we talk about that in the heart of the show, Kevin?
Yeah, maybe tomorrow we will. We're just kind of getting all the comments today, so maybe we'll have that as a topic tomorrow. I'm seeing everything from spaghetti, pizza, meatloaf, lasagna. Some of the big answers up there in chili.
Lo mein on there?
I haven't seen that one, no. No, in fact, I would argue that chili arguably gets better with time. Day 2, day 3, it is better. There's something, it just gets hotter, it gets more, it gets better.
I've noticed too when I don't like a pizza that much, because I'm trying it when it's warm usually, and I'm not caring for it. I've noticed that when it cools down, I like the taste a little better.
Okay. Then you need to go jump on that thread.
I shall.
It's on the KVJ Show Facebook page. We got even more coming up on the After the Show podcast. You can watch that live on YouTube in just about 10 minutes. We'll get there, but before that happens, Jaybir's got a thought for the day to wrap it up.
A smart person knows what to say. A wise person knows whether or not to say it.
Oh, bam. Wisdom.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.